This play, called Storm, was performed for 6 autistic children at the Shanghai Children's Art Theater. The audience was kept small as the cast interacted with them. That's what's called immersion theater.
One of the things we wanted to do was to use the psychology of understanding how people learn things to create theatre and create experiences for young people with learning difficulties so that they can get access to the world.
There's no fancy props, and some of them are amazingly simple. But to communicate with kids, sometimes these are all you need.
The conventional way of seeing a piece of theatre is to sit in rows of seats and watch it out there. That doesn't work for most children who've got severe learning difficulties or challenging forms of autism. So we create theatre where they are right up close to it.
We struggle with names because the names are so different to the names we're used to learning. And we like to remember everybody's name during a show. And obviously we don't know the children, we don't know what they're going to respond to. So there's always, you have to be flexible, there's always an element of surprise. Deliberately, all the parts of the show that are interactive, so you've got the plastic bags in the waves, that sort of thing. It's very flexible.
Hey, little fishy, you're swimming in the sea.
So if someone doesn't like that or doesn't respond to it or is presenting challenging behaviour, we will do something to mitigate that. So if somebody's very agitated, we might just sit with them calmly, just for a period of time and see if that helps.
Because before we brought these plays to China, we didn't know whether there would be some cultural differences which we couldn't have anticipated. In the end, it turns out children are children.
This kid's father says his son loves the music.
We want to let him feel the music. He's also learning instruments at home, the trumpet and the piano, so he's very interested in music.
The organizer, a part of the China Welfare Institute, said they're losing money to bring this play to China.
这样的沉浸式戏剧呢，它要求的观众呢，不能多于6个。
Plays like this cannot allow more than 6 people in the audience, so that means there's no way to cover the costs. But all of this is worth it. This is the first time we have an immersive play in China, and we want Chinese theater directors to get some inspiration from this play.
Goodbye, everyone.
Theatre has the capacity to engage all people, I think particularly children. If we can help by sharing our methodology and our thinking with theatres, with families, with schools and teachers, that would be great, because one of the things we're keen to do is sharing what we've discovered. And we have found ways of engaging with children with learning difficulties which seem to work the world over.
Yang Chengxi, CGTN, Shanghai.